Go. This is a fun league match, so it does not count for any points in the tournament, but pride is on the line, I guess. Yo, it's the Mins 2 guy. Hello, Gaming Pro. Not really much in 1-1 so far, just a pile of gold. Some enemies, of course. Imagine a 1-1 without enemies. That wouldn't be right. There's a base whip! Whip door! What is the deal with whips? This tournament. I've seen a stupid amount of whips. A stupid amount of whips being used, and a stupid amount of whips available to pick up. A super secret shop. Also a glass shrine as well. So Kupi will be able to dig in and get that lightweight. That's not a bad swap to swap off to that blood flail with the lightweight. JPed meanwhile will just move on. Going for the throw, hoping for something good in black. It's only when I commentate and, oh no, I should stop commentating matches. It's only this tournament. I'm pretty sure I've seen more whip use this single week than in the entirety of actual CoNDOR X. Which is ridiculous. How did this happen? Why does this keep happening? Oh, Kupi taking a few hits there. In the trapdoor room, won't be able to go for it. Actually, that's a blood drum. It's all fine. Doesn't seem to want to sacrifice the health though, so we'll just knock out deep blues normally. How did this happen? How? I don't get it. What did I do? I didn't determine the seeds. I didn't influence the seeds. Thinking. Goofy with the purple check. We'll find the Ring of Charisma, which could be fine for finding a better weapon here. But JPed already on to Core Rift as a titanium whip. So, no matter how you're gonna do it, it's gonna be somewhat easy. Unless you want to hit Core Rift directly, then you might get snagged. Checking black for an obsidian broadsword. Still a super minimal build. Doesn't need much more it seems, already has shield spell. Okay, JPed's taking pretty big hit there. Losing the last shuffle, but shielding the rest of the damage away. Oh, JPed's trapdoor there getting deleted by a hot beetle. What do you even call those, actually? Red beetle? It's called red beetle, isn't it? Huh. Meanwhile, I actually don't remember, but this shop is gonna be a kill for JPed. It has Obsidian Rapier and Ring of Pain. A very good combo. Two good items on their own. When they come together, comes even better. Going about a zone ahead. And Koopy's game crashed. Call staff! Oh wait, staff is already here. Thanks, Koopy. Alright, staff has always been here. Koopy calls a pause. What do we do from here, I think? I think we just keep going on this seed. This isn't a reseed. I forgot how to resume the timer. I might just accidentally reset it here. So I'll just put in the time manually. And there we go. I don't think it's a reseed. JPed's in the lead. Because it's zone 4 already. So like, depends what JPed wants to do. It is a fun match, so it doesn't really matter. But if JPed wants to reseed, we'll just reseed then. But that's just a choice of whoever's ahead, if the person behind crashes. Yeah, it looks like a reseat then. But JPed is going to try to finish off this run first. I don't think I start the timer because that might give an indication that the race is actually live. So I'll just leave it at 0. No, wait, if I leave it at 0, people will think I forgot to start the timer. This won't work. That won't work. Zero. Want that obsidian rapier paint? Yeah, it sucks. Oh, tell him monkey. Monkey. Okay. We're reseeding. That's on. Oh, that's gold. That's absolutely gold. Okay. It's looking like both races are ready. Good luck, have fun. Hope your game doesn't crash. Hope your internet also doesn't go down. Kappa. Just hope your computer doesn't explode. Just hoping that everything is fine. This is an urn with a bunch of traps. How do you do this though? There's 2 trapdoors and a bomb, probably. 2 spike traps and a bomb, I mean. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, that bomb and then kick it down the trapdoor. That works. There's so many ways to do this. JPed will just bomb. Chicken spawns on top of the trapdoor. Probably will want to take that anyways, but first... That's a value bomb, actually. Cracking open the urn, along with checking the tier 3 wall there. Which will be the food shop, getting a full ham gluttony there. So this is a really good start. Kupi sadly didn't get that ham gluttony, but still got the contents of the urn, which were pretty okay as far as urns go. Could be a lot better. Oh, that's a ring of regen. Kupi has the drum in order to get enough money for it here. So, has a ring of regen, but does not have the hearts to use it with, like JPed does. But JPed doesn't even have the ring. So, there's that. But the races do have heal spell though, so... Lots of regen to go around. Ah, Kupi getting knighted. Will miss out on Pulse in purple. Oh, that's a peace shrine for JPed. Very, very good ring to find. Goofy with a little bit more regen with the Crown of Thorns. But that Ring of Peace has heal spell and as an alternative form of regen. So can just roll with peace. It's looking very good for both racers, but JPed has it better. Ah! What happened there? Is it a wind spell? Oh, bat. That's rude. Hold on. So Kupi this time around will open the food shop. JPed though has a ton of space to work with after that bat decided to be rude. It's like, if the bat came closer earlier, Kupi's combo would have been up. And they would have been dealing more damage. So, JPed pretty much just needs armor in order to round out this build. I'm not sure how I feel on the Crown of Thorns versus Heal Spell thing. I'd probably lean towards Crown of Thorns. Cause not just like forgetting, also taking trapdoors, and that's pretty much it actually. And forgetting. Besides forgetting though. But no Flawless or JPed here, doesn't really need much, has the armor now. This is looking too nice for JPed. just pick up 2 chickens as well. Right now has 7 hearts of healing stored up in the pack of holding. That's almost the potion's worth. Oh, JPed's going for pain. That's fine. Gets a bit more protection, why not? Sends one of the 2 bombs for courage. We'll keep courage. Forgetting it automatically. Heal saving a beat. Yeah, you don't need a standstill for a beat. A beat isn't really important. There's so many other ways to save a beat, but there comes a point where it does become important. Point high up as we approach Necrodancer perfection. So JPed stacking on the heals for King Konga here. We'll skip the chest. No, it doesn't really have much to do with it. Seer heal and heal iframe tanks. Higher kills to charge. It's very much a toss-up. Yeah, and also you have the chance to swap off to other helmets. Oh, this is hard. I'm like leaning back and forth between Healstone and Crown of Thorns. Why not both? Just pick them both up, right? It's like, you can have Miner's Cap, for example. Meanwhile, you aren't as likely to get too many spells because you only have 1 helmet slot and you have 2 spell slots. So if you get 2 spells, you can just put it in the other slot. But if you get 2 helmets, you have to choose. So I think statistically, even with the item pools and everything, checking purple every time, for example, like finding 2 spells will be less likely still. JPed onto the Necrodancer fight though. Having to do all the butt puzzles. Kupi meanwhile pushing back with the glass rapier, now an obsidian rapier. Already back in zone 4, but at this point just has to hope for a death. Why did I laugh at that? That's my own joke. Oh yeah, oh, I find myself funny. 4 hits left on the Necrodancer. Oh, try to dodge the ice there, but we'll get caught in the cone. The ice cone. GG's! Some solid slow play coming out there for JPed. Will be able to take the first actual loot at the race room time of 10:14.12. That bat for Kupioala was so rude. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna let you kill me until you die too. I'm taking you down with me. Yeah, good night, CoNDOR. Thanks for coming here. I don't usually upload my VODs so quickly. But instead of, I usually do them in one sitting. Oh geez, that's a raid. I didn't turn off notifications. Thanks for the raid, Cosmog. Let me do that quickly. I forget every time. I forget to turn it off and I forget to turn it back on. But yeah. See, they're talking in race chat about the 1-1 food shop. The 1-1 food shop would have saved Koopy's life. But yeah, resetting for that food shop has to happen. It was so early. Like, at least checking it, and then like if it's not, then you would just reset and keep the bomb, I guess. But immediately we have freeze spell. Okay, already looking good. My raid notification sounds literally the same notification sound I use for everything. Even when defeating a mini-boss in Necrodance, is Kupy taking 2 hits there? I just reset. You aren't likely to find anything to heal you. And being on half a heart will just cause you to slow down way too much. But you are going against an opponent that you probably know is better than you, and you don't want to lay off the pressure. So that's another thing to consider. But this doesn't look good. Kupy though, it's a super secret shop, but only has half a heart, so won't be able to afford whatever's up there. Which is a torch of walls, which is a shame. Ugh. JPed won't pick it up either. At least there's that. Lots of enemies on this 1-3. Or it's probably only seems that way because of the crown. But this seems a bit more cluttered than usual, at least. Got some leprechaun milking going on for Kupy. I should have gone to the trapdoor to the right there. Isn't really anything in the exit room besides getting snagged on skeletons. And that's a Ring of War for JPed, so interesting choice to keep the Warhammer. The Warhammer is a really good weapon if you have the items to supplement it, and enough damage is one of the requirements, but the knockback isn't the best thing to have when you have a Warhammer. Maybe we'll pick that up as well. If you're on half a heart, Warhammer's probably the weapon you want to have. It's so safe. For Warhammer, yes. And JPed goes down. Is that a fair and balanced? I'm missing these stats because they're just happening out of nowhere. Please don't tell me. I mean, oh my gosh. Well, what else weapon is safe, Kappa? That's a ring of regen. Oh, actually, that's not a ring of regen. We'll just tap it on half a heart anyway, so loses nothing and has a chance at a good blood weapon, but won't take the blood shovel. Fair and balanced. Technically fair. Well, I mean, the balance part is arguable, and the fairness part is also arguable. Yeah, Kupi with balance. Oh no! Just gonna run into a clone. Don't do that. I thought that the clone was frozen, but it was barely out of range. Well, in black, there is a glass rapier, which is a weapon that can go very, very fast. Everyone is dead. That's fine. It's not like... not the furthest difference. But yeah, very minimal glass rapier build. Also known as the crystal tier build. Pick up a glass rapier and that's your entire build. Ring of Regen for JPed. Gonna be able to get some good blood magics out of that for now, but probably does not want to take hits. There we go. Nice blood magic there. It's just have a much easier time dealing with that mushroom. Another blood magic. In order to quickly dispatch death metal. And finding fireball out of purple. So another spell to use. I don't really want that torch. I mean, you could pick up the torch. Oh, here's a transmog. Oh, this gets Sphinx Shovel. This is very much a crystal tier build. This is the crystal tier build. First try courage. Regen's so good. You have a 3 spell, so you're not looking for any other rings. Mana, I guess. Or Wonder, even. So another blood magic there for JPed. Going down to 1 heart, but has these cookies. This glass armor will also definitely help. 10 blast helm bombs too. So, if you're gonna run glass, this is definitely something that's good to go with it. It goes down to half a heart. Needs to be careful not to blood magic to death, of course. That's a thing that can pretty easily happen. Oh, Kufi missed the freeze? Oh no! That's bad. Oh, there goes the glass armor! Don't know how I didn't realize that, but Kupi has... Wait, is this last seed? This is like the same run back that Kupi had last time. 9 cookies for JPed though. Blood magic harder. Oh, that's a cluttered exit room. But, you know, the more cluttered an exit room is, the more enemies you can catch with your freeze. Reach and freeze go burr. So, great aggressive use out of the spells here, which you kinda gotta if you want to run this build. And we have up rat! Or the up rat potential. Potential being you get to knock the Necrodancer off the stage. Oh, this is an icy exit for Kupi. Will be fine. Nothing too intimidating. Waiting for him outside. That's a tier 3 cracked wall for JPed. Also, that's a potion. So, cool. This is a bit spooky though, but just backing up adequately and dealing with the enemies. And a freeze to push to the exit. Moving on to Dead Ringer now. Yeah, you just spam freeze. You got 9 cookies. You got Ringer regen. Will be some easy left side scoots. 6 blast town bombs into the Necrodancer. Also, up rat is here. Yeah, those Dead Ringers. A bit spooky at the end, but it's a bit fine. Stop letting Dorian get wailed on. It's fine. Dorian is tanky. Dorian is only so tanky though. But GG's! JPed taking the second point of this set. But pretty good run back for Kupi. On 4-3. But being put at a back foot after dying after your opponent did. Also not picking up 1-1 freeze. Man, that's a pretty big thing to miss. But I think that seed had a lot of interesting things that you could have ran it. Because we saw the blood cap that Kupi had with Ring of War, where you can just take the glass rapier out of black. And then like the obsidian rapier is also waiting for you later on. Also for the starting weapon you have Warhammer and Warhammer. And that is a viable thing to keep if you have... Yeah, Hammer's great. I like Hammer because it's so mindless. Oh right, the wall turret. Yeah, that seed had a bunch of things. It had a lot of variety too. Also just free spell. But JPed, the build JPed ended up with was pretty textbook. You have a lot of healing, you have good spells, and you have a glass rapier. Just blood magic and go. Whack things along the way. So, titanium dagger for both racers to start off with, and a bit of protection as well. You prefer facing blood drum. Phasing's good. Wait, I think there's phasing too, right? You're right. A lot of things. A lot of ways to run that seed. If you're feeling Warhammer, you have the Warhammer option. We also found a Blood Cat by tapping Regen Shrine. I mean, not the Regen. I mean, it kind of is the Regen Shrine. Like, what else are you gonna use it for? But the Blood Shrine. Oh, this is speaking of Warhammer. Warhammer. Why didn't you just take that hand? Well, blood drum. I'm not a blood drum taker. I prefer food in races. In speedruns, I'll keep the blood drum, but I think a bit too much on the safe side, so you know, it's not like you have the hard containers to use the ham too much, so who knows? Joe's. Wolfo scared you so much. Yeah. Oh, I'm dropping frames. What's happening? Come back, internet. Oh, that's not good. I might have to drop the bitrate then. Okay, as soon as I change it, it starts becoming fine again. Anywho, we got throw. Cool stuff going on. Checking black here, hoping something okay. It's slightly okay. It's almost okay. The Obsidian Broadsword. Last shard is optimal. No weapon is optimal. Pad sword is not okay. It's something that resembles okay. Like if you squint enough, it'll look like an obsidian longsword. It's the worst possible weapon. You can still you can do a run with any weapon. A run depends what you consider a run to be. But yeah, Koopy's looking pretty good. Cells got the damage up Warhammer. Doesn't have the piercing, but has the ring of protection at least. Gates of Hyrule's longsword sprite looks like a bad sword. I don't even remember what Gates of Hyrule's longsword sprite is like. But JPed's swapping off to a glass build here. I still don't know what the ring is because I haven't been paying attention. It's too busy thinking about dropped frames. Thanks Twitch. I'm gonna blame Twitch. It's like a sword, but long. So, Kupi picking up an obsidian cat here. So, we have two cats. One of them is glass, the other one isn't. And both hit pretty hard. Sword. Oh. That's so bad. But JPed flowing themselves. Okay. Going for the catapult on a glass cat. Sure. Let's go. Let's see this. Let's see this catapult. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm dropping frames again. Why do it be like that? What is happening to my bitrate? Jeez. But that was very short-lived. I got too excited for something that just didn't even happen. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's nice courage. Let's go. This is such a mess for JPed. Okay, Kupi being careful not to get whacked by Ghost Freddy has taken the lead after the whole catapult fiasco. Oh, fair and balanced. I mean, that was pretty fair, but you know, fair and balanced. Good use of Blast Helm there for Kupi to get some extra damage out here on these golems, as they do not have damage up anymore. What's the damage up from? I don't even remember. It was the crown of damage, probably. I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh, Telemonkey. It could be worth taking that darkness. Courage Whip. That's a Zamboni. But JPed's on Whip again. Which, well... Oh, and JPed's dead. That run was just running on life support pretty much the entire time. Yeah, I think Elad calls it the Zamboni, except you never hear him call it the Zamboni because you never see it. Blast Shard is infinitely better than Gold Whip. Maybe not infinitely. That implies many things that I'm not willing to consider. The vacuum cleaner, that works too. I haven't heard of that one though, but it definitely works. Zamboni on fire. How ironic. Infinitely. You don't understand the theoretical implications of using infinitely. Infinite. I'm not a math person like some people are in the next dance of the community, but infinity is big. There's my wisdom. So yeah, Kupi's looking pretty good. Has Ring of Peace now. Do I understand how bad Gold Whip is? Yes. Probably. But infinitely. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Gaming Pro. So, that's a bit of protection for Kupi, rounding out this very obsidian build. On face for a sub 9 smiley face. You were, but that's because you're really good. It's that... I mean, you see, if something was infinitely bad, which it has to be, because let's say base dagger slash glass shard is our like base point for 1. Oh gosh, this Deadringer has a lot of health at least and a potion, but 100% consistent. There we go. But if things were infinitely bad, there's a bunch of other things that you're implying unintentionally. Making sure Dorian's out of these massive blast helm big bombs, that's a little dumb how that happens to hurt Dorian. I think that hurts Dorian, but I think it does. It shouldn't, but it does. Thanks, Necrodancer. Pawn broke your kill for JPed meanwhile, but that won't matter because Kupi will take the last point of this set. Yeah, I was pretty sure it hurt Dorian. It definitely shouldn't, but it does. Intentionally implying it. See, okay, you're intentionally implying that Necrodancer is inversely infinitely easy, and that's not true. Necrodancer is not an easy game. For most people, at least. I don't even know where I'm going with this.